Oh. Wow. I literally timed it perfectly. It says now. Cool. I also see Xolaani here, so let's talk about it. Okay, last reveals. Starting off, I guess we'll just start with Bilgewater over here. Heavy Metal. They have a lot of card arts of people with, like, the stun circle thing in the background, something hitting their head, and, like, the person being, like, in this sort of being knocked over position, right? We've got this, we've got Catch, and we've got, there's an Enforcer. I don't remember what the card is, but there's an Enforcer card that came with Caitlyn that has this exact art, too. Anyway, as I was in the middle of saying, Heavy Metal, 2 mana slow, destroy a unit's equipment, and deal 2 to it. A 2 mana slow Mystic Shot in Bilgewater? That would work on an unequipped unit. It's destroy a unit's equipment and deal 2 to it, not 2 deal 2 to it. If it was destroying the unit's equipment to deal 2 to it, then it wouldn't work on unequipped units. But because it's and not 2, this works on unequipped units. This is just a deal 2 in Bilgewater. I feel like this is a fantastic tool for Bilgewater. I think this is just an auto-include in a decent amount of Bilgewater decks. Okay, Utterr Devastation. Continuing the theme of slow spells, is a cultist in the Shadow Isles, 11 mana, kill all units except allied Darkin and allied equipped units. I'm borderline on if I call this a better Ruination. Because 9 mana is a really good cost for Ruination, right? And you're paying 2 more mana to potentially be able to save some specific units. I mean, this feels like build-up for Darkin decks, right? My current guess right now is that Aatrox is going to bring the Darkin together in his region. However, the fact that this card is a cultist leads me to... I feel like I have enough proof at this point to follow my other theory about Aatrox, and that is that, as a matter of fact, Aatrox will also probably bring in the cultists to his region. You don't really want this in a cultist deck. The only thing you can really run this with is whatever Darkin happens to be in your off region, and, like, Kayn, and those are the only people who will survive this if you put it in your Kayn decks. Which, I mean, keeping a late-game Shadow Assassin or Rost as the only unit alive, not a bad thing by any means. But is it the best thing? And I don't think it is. I don't think this is something you run in a Kayn deck. This is build-up for the late game. This is build-up for whatever's coming in the next few parts of the Darkin Saga. Next card, the Darkin Bloodletters. Boy, don't those look familiar. 1 mana equipment, +1/+0, in Shurima. Interesting. Last Breath is my bearer is not a Darkin Thrall. Summon a Darkin Thrall. You may spend 6 mana to play me as Xolaani. Why is Xolaani in Shurima? I get she's like the Faceless God, and she's got all of that lore back from when they started this season with Kaisa and Talia and whatnot. But at the same time, her entire story's in Ionia right now, dude. Okay. Well, I guess we have to see what a Darkin Thrall is. And I guess we have to see what Xolaani is. A Darkin Thrall is a cultist. 1 mana, 1/1, can't block. The first time I'm equipped, grant me +2/+2. And then Xolaani herself is a 6 mana, 7/7 Overwhelm. To play me, kill an ally. Last Breath, create the Darkin Bloodletters in hand. Also, sorry, I know we're talking about Xolaani and Darkin Thrall here, and this is why I prefer to do this on Mobalytics. But Celestial Impact over here... Hi, Kayle. What you doing here? I guess we're getting Kayle at some point in the next expansion. Cool. Okay. Interesting. We'll talk about you in a second, but... Hi, Kayle. We'll see you next expansion, I guess. So I think how this works, judging off of the reading of it, you put this on a unit. Okay. I see the setup here. You put this on a unit. When that unit dies, it becomes the Darkin Thrall. You can then choose to equip that unit to make its baseline stats 3/3, plus whatever equipment you put on it. Or, alternatively, when you play Xolaani, she can kill the Darkin Thrall. And that will bring her down as the 6-mana 7/7 Overwhelm. The Darkin Thrall is your intended target that stays on the board so you can kill someone with Xolaani to get her down on the board. And then her last breath is she just creates the Darkin Bloodletters in hand. Which is interesting to note, too, because this is the only time... this is the only time so far we've seen a Darkin put its equipment back in hand. Really cool value cycle? Yeah, I agree. It's a cool play pattern, where if you choose to try and get value out of this unit, you can, even though it's can't block, which is a pretty decent downside. And makes it a little harder to kill this thing, which you might need to if you, say, put the Bloodletters on it. 7 mana slow, Celestial Impact, obliterate a unit or a landmark. If I'm not mistaken... Yeah, okay, that is what I thought. Celestial Impact is just a 1 mana more expensive Falling Comet. So you're trading off the need to invoke it for the ability to main deck it at 1 more mana. Sorry, I'm still just boggled by the fact that they decided to tease for us that Kayle is coming in the next expansion. Like, just last day of the Awakening Saga. Oh yeah, by the way, Kayle's coming. Just look out for that. It's not even, like, subtle, like with something with Battle Bonds, where when we got that, there was, like, a Darkin in the background, and we were like, oh, the followers kind of look like, well, it wasn't a Darkin, it was a demon, but it looked like a Darkin. And the followers all kind of shared the same sort of design scheme as Pantheon, and so everyone was like, oh, hold on, are we getting Pantheon this expansion? Like, that was subtle. That was subtle. We didn't really know if we were getting Pantheon or not. This is just Kayle's ult. Here we go. Here's the patch notes. As I'm taking a nice little sip. New mechanics. Someone has to take care of our Shuriman cars. Thank God. Thank God they stuck with the meme of Shuriman cars. That's one of my favorite things. New region for Path of Champions, Shadow Isles. Nice. With new champions being added. Jax, Kayn, Ornn, Master Yi, Nora, Vhagar, Leona, Diana, Ashe. 4 new relics. Gale Force, Golden Spatula, Guardian's Orb, Wriggle's Lantern, and Weekly Adventures. Nice. Well, I don't really care about Path of Champions. I've tried. I can't get into it. But hey, if you care about Path of Champions, that is a lot. Really good Path of Champions expansion. I might try again, though it's probably not going to lead to anything. Are they adding a fucking Rost Pog emote? Are we getting a Rost Pog emote? Personalization. Corrupted Pantheon. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh no. Oh no, it looks so good. Oh no, my wallet. Oh god. Alright, that's one skin that I have to buy. Corrupted Taric? Are they just corrupting all the aspects? Is that what they're doing? Are all the aspects getting corrupted skins? Okay, this one I think I can skip. The level 2 is a little iffy. Level 1 looks pretty good. This may be worth my money. I think think it's worth mine. And none of these seem to have, like, alternate level ups or anything anyway. So I think these are all going to be, like, relatively cheap skins, which is fantastic. This is so cool. Like, I usually don't go in line. This feels very Marvel Zombies. That's what this is reading to me. It's like Marvel Zombies. That's the direction my brain is taking this in. I'm actually so on board with this. I don't like Marvel Zombies, but, like, fuck, dude. These look so good. Jesus Christ, dude. What is this? What is that? I don't play Zoe. I don't play Leona. I barely play Diana. God, these are so good. These are so fucking good. Jesus fucking Christ. Riot. These are the best cosmetics you have ever put into the game. I can't wait to see whatever the hell her level up animation is going to be. Is she going to make Corrupted Celestials? Is that why it's taking so long? Is she going to bring in Corrupted Celestials? If she brings in Corrupted Celestials, if all the Celestials get corrupted card art, and that's why this isn't ready, oh my god, oh no, Riot, my fucking wallet. If they do that, I might be overhyping it, but if they do that, what the fuck do I do but not buy it? Jesus. Alright, emotes. It's Pog! Rost Pogs! Rost fucking Pogs! It's so good! Why is it so good? Poppy's getting replaced by Rost now? Poppy's gone. Rost is all that remains. Holy shit. What's next? Surrender? Let him live, bro. This is also really good. We have a couple emotes in this style already, but this is pretty good. This is pretty good ad. It doesn't beat Rostpog though. Nothing's beating Rostpog. This is so good. Oh my god. Master Yi with the woe. That's fantastic. Again, still doesn't beat Rostpog, but that's a pretty good emote. And then, yep, Dramatic Chipmunk Nora. Holy shit, bro. This is so good. These cosmetics are fantastic. Oh, hey, there are card adjustments. Whoa. Okay, they're just hiding down here. Okay. Alright, we'll get into these in a second. Ranked ladder adjustments. We're updating ranked play to have more satisfying progression. Ladder point changes for winning and losing have been adjusted at each rank, with largest changes being in the lower league, iron, bronze, silver, and gold. So effectively, they're just making it easier to climb out of iron, bronze, silver, and gold. Great. Love that. Love that change. Means people might actually take me seriously as a content creator. Void Abomination. This one got data mined. Is going to a 9 cost and a 5/5 as opposed to a 5/4. Kaisa and her evolvers were a bit too well suited in their environments after the patch changes, so we wanted to make a small adjustment to avoid having them dominate the meta. Weakening Void Abomination should weaken the deck's late game presence and give more ways to fight back. Good change. And then Deep Meditation and Eye of the Dragon are just being changed to have flow in their name. Which is great, too, because it reduces the amount of wording. There's a lot of wordiness for these, so they're changing these to flow. They are keeping Riven as a spell, not an equipment. Worth noting. I think they did it. I think this is a Rising Tides level expansion. I think the cosmetics pushed it over. What an absolutely fantastic expansion. The cards all look so good. The cosmetics are, I think, genuinely the best we have ever gotten. What a fucking saga, dude. Hats off to Riot. Hats off to Riot. If I had a hat, I would take it off. Phenomenal, phenomenal job. Man, I truly just don't have anything to say. This is just fantastic. So well done. Put on a hat and take it off. Nah, that's a little bit too much work. I truly, this is probably the best expansion they've ever put out. Headphones off for Riot? Sure, I'll go with that. Headphones off for Riot. What a fantastic expansion. Oh my god, my hearing is so different. I feel like I just came out of a wind tunnel or something. Just an all-around, like, great expansion. No weak fronts, except for maybe Jax. Jax is a little iffy. Everything else, fantastically designed, though. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to playing this expansion. I don't have early access, so I can't play it, but we'll be playing tomorrow. We will be playing tomorrow. Mark my words, okay? Alright. Thank you guys for joining me with this. This was so much fun. Having you guys here to help me with the reveals and reaction and everything, that was just a grand old time. So thank you for joining me. This has been truly great to do. I'm just looking forward to the next reveal at this point. See you guys soon.